are safe at your home. So today we will start our new chapter, chapter number 2, biological classification. So in the previous chapter we had discussed about the classification, need of classification, or how we classify the living organism into different categories. Simply we had discussed in our previous chapter, the living world, chapter number 1. Okay, today we will discuss in detail about the classification, and one by one we will explain the different classified and living organism, you can see that. So in the very first, the living organism are divided into two kingdom only, the kingdom Plantae and the kingdom Animalia, simply, which is called two kingdom classification given by Linnaeus, right? Two kingdom classification is in the previous stage is accepted because we know in the before the 5 kingdom, 3 kingdom, 4 kingdom classification and 5 kingdom classification, we know that only there are two type of animals simply. First, the Plantae, which do not move, which have cell wall, which do not give any response to the external stimuli, right? They do not have any contractile vacuoles, they do not have any kind of complex system, simply you can say that. So that kind of living organism we simply call plants. And next, the animals which have capability of motility, it means they can move. Cell wall is absent, contractile vacuoles are present, or different, you can see that different systems for the life processes is present, right? So that kind of living organism are called animal. One more point about the plant and animal is that plant have capability to produce their own food with the help of photosynthesis, but animal does not do that kind of process. Animals are heterotrophs, various type of heterotrophs. Some are dependent on the dead organic matter, some are dependent on the plants, herbivores, carnivores. So these animals are simply heterotrophs and plants are autotrophs. So on the basis of all these characters, we had or Linnaeus had divided the living organism on two categories only, and only two kingdoms, the plant kingdom and the animal kingdom simply. But there is a few like simply you can say that demark are present in two kingdom classification. There are some you can say that some points which are not explained by the two kingdom classification. First is that from the two kingdom classification, in the two kingdom classification, Linnaeus does not explain about the complexity of the cell, right? And cell type, which types of cell is present, eukaryotic, prokaryotic, or complexity means is they are cellular, tissue, unicellular, multicellular, level of organization, what is the level of organization, cellular level, tissue, organ level, or organ system, what kind of level is present in that animals, he does not explain simply. So this is the first demark about the demerit, you can say that, about the two kingdom classification. One more demerit about the two kingdom classification is that there is some exceptions. For example, slime mold, which is a fungus, euglena, which is a protista, and you can see that the archaebacteria, which is present in the Monera. These living organism, you can say that we can't say they are plant or animal right now at this stage during the two kingdom classification. After this we had distribute in different classes simply. So Linnaeus does not explain why these animals are not put in the plant or animals, because these animals show the one more example is the Chlamydomonas. Chlamydomonas, slime mold, and the euglena, they are not placed in any kingdom because they show the characters of both plant as well as animals. Simply they give the characteristics of both. Some they have plants characters, few are they have animal characters. So they are not placed in any kingdom properly. We can't place simply because they show the characters of both kind of kingdom. So this is the another demerit or another point which was not explained by the Linnaeus, so that the two kingdom classification does not accepted properly. After the two kingdom classification, there is one more kingdom is classification is point out is the three kingdom classification. In three kingdom classification, what we had done three kingdoms. First is the Monera, in which the only unicellular organism has put. Unicellular organism means bacteria. Next is the Plantae, where the multicellular organism, and Animalia, which are also multicellular but heterotrophs. One more demerit arise after the three kingdom classification. What? There are few animals also which are eukaryotes but unicellular. Here eukaryotes but multicellular. Here also eukaryotes but multicellular. But where we put these animals which are eukaryotes but unicellular? Because in case of Monera there are unicellular organism but they are prokaryotes, they are not eukaryotes. Then where we will put the eukaryotic organism which are unicellular? So three kingdom classification is also failed. After three kingdom classification, four kingdom classification has arisen. In four kingdom classification, we had divided Monera, unicellular prokaryote; Protista, unicellular eukaryotes; Plantae, multicellular eukaryotes; Animalia, multicellular eukaryotes. Then again one demerits arise after the four kingdom classification is that there are few animals which are heterotrophs. For example, fungus, which are saprophytes. Saprophytes are also heterotrophs simply, but they have characters. They have character similar to plants. It means they have root-like structure similar to plant, but they absorb the nutrients in water also similarly plants, but they do not perform photosynthesis. This feature is related not from the plant and not from the animal. So where we will put these animals? They are not put in either in the plants and animals. So where we will put these animals? After this demerit, the most accepted kingdom, the five kingdom classification has arisen, which was given by W.H. Whittaker. W.H. Whittaker explained that there are five kingdom of classification: Monera, unicellular prokaryotes; Protista, unicellular eukaryotes; Fungi, multicellular eukaryotes, and both these also multicellular eukaryotes according to their characteristics. And what characters he had decided to divide for division of these animals is the first is a complexity of cell structure. Cell structure means they are prokaryotes or eukaryotes. Cell structure simply. Mode of nutrition, they are autotroph or heterotroph. Complexity of body organization, cellular level, tissue level, organ system. Reproduction, how they reproduce, binary fission, multiple fission, asexual, sexual, what kind of reproduction, and evolutionary relationship, how they are related with each other. So these are the 5 points on the basis five kingdom classification was given by Whittaker. According to the Whittaker, he gives some points. For example, I will give you one by one. Monera, unicellular, uni or multi, both are present, multi and multicellular. Then the cell wall, then the type of cell, simply we can say that. Prokaryotes, eukaryote, right? Cell wall, present in few cases, present, non-cellulosic, present but does not made up of cellulose. This is also non-cellulosic, present but made up of chitin, present but made up of cellulose, absent in case of Animalia. Animal does not have cell wall. Next, about the, you can say that mode of nutrition, they are auto or hetero, both type. They perform autotrophs also. Bacteria have capability to make their own food also. Protista are the autotrophs, fungi are the heterotrophs, autotroph, and then again heterotrophs. Right, and next is the reproduction. Reproduction in case Monera is binary or multiple fission, because bacteria do this, and they have asexual type of reproduction. They have by fragmentation, you can say that, divide the various fragments and give up, and also by spores. Spores are also present in fungus. By sexual reproduction, and in lower plants there is asexual reproduction is also present. Lower plants means algae. Animalia always sexual reproduction, right? So these are the simple points which are given by the 5 kingdom classification and by the Whittaker. After the 5 kingdom classification, one more problem has arisen, is that these Monera or bacteria have 2 type of bacteria. One bacteria are called Archaebacteria and another bacteria are called Eubacteria. Archaebacteria are the bacteria which arise very firstly, right? And Eubacteria are the true bacteria actually. Archaebacteria have capability to survive in drastic condition, in high temperature, low temperature, high pressure, high temperature. They can survive in that kind of drastic situation, drastic environment. But Eubacteria does not survive. Why Archaebacteria can survive? Another scientist, Carlos Voysey, said that these Archaebacteria have peptidoglycan present in their cell wall, and lipid is present in their cell wall, so that their structure is more complex as compared to the Eubacteria. Archaebacteria are more complex structure as compared to Eubacteria, so that they can survive in the drastic or harsh condition, you can say that, very tough condition. Harsh means tough condition, they can survive. So he gave that 6 kingdom classification, and he told that this Monera is divided into 2 parts. Archae and Eubacteria types. And so if the Monera is divided into 2 parts, then there will be total, we have 6 type of kingdom. He gave 3 domains about the living organism. It means he said that living organism is only of 3 types. First is the Archae type, in which Archaebacteria is present. Second is the bacteria, in which cyanobacteria are present, and third is the eukarya. It means all the eukaryotic organism is present. Either they are protista, fungi, plantae or animalia. All are present here. He gave 3 different domains. But this is not accepted right now. We will study Archaebacteria in Monera also. In Monera, we will study about the Archaebacteria. We does not studied Archaebacteria separately from the Monera or Cyanobacteria. So this concept was accepted. That the Monera have 2 type of bacteria, Archaebacteria and Eubacteria, but there is no separate kingdom has formed of Monera. Monera is not divided into separated kingdom. We had studied Archaebacteria in Monera, right? So this the point of Voysey is accepted, but 6 kingdom classification of Voysey does not accepted. So this is about the classification. In our next lecture, we will discuss one by one about all these kingdoms. So firstly, we will discuss about the Monera in our next lecture. Thank you.